All right, what is up guys? JaretCampisi, welcome back to the channel. We're back at Santa Barbara Ducati for another episode with this beauty right here. So today we're gonna be doing masters for the brake and clutch here. We're gonna be doing Brembo RCS, I think 16 and 17. I can't remember which one is which. But it's gonna start a whole process of basically replacing all of this stuff up here. We're gonna be doing new reservoirs, we're gonna be doing new controls over here. We got spacers for this, and everything's basically gonna get replaced. We'll have grips, levers, bar and mirrors. Yeah, I don't know how much we're gonna get done today, probably just the clutch, brake and clutch masters, but we're gonna go from there. Don't forget, both of these bikes are available to win via my Patreon page. It's always the first link in the description below. Basically support the series, you get entered to win these beautiful bikes when we are done. This bike will be done this month in January, then we'll swap back over to the Streetfighter. We got parts coming from Manny from Moto Million. Carbon accessories, we'll finish that in February, give them both away in March. So hope you guys are excited for this one. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video. All right, got the V2 around back. God, every time I see this bike after I haven't seen it for a little while, I'm reminded just how absolutely stunning this thing is. But when I brought it around back, I noticed this beautiful Dragster 800 sitting here. This is Daniel's bike. Do you mind starting it up for us real quick? Look at that, look at that. So this is white, it's got the white wheels. Looks incredible.
I'm just waiting for the...
Yeah, no worries. Take your time. Wow. That is beautiful, man. Look at that thing. I think we could do a build series with one of these guys. That thing is beautiful. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So before we put my V2 up on the lift, we're gonna be pulling off this V4R, and actually Victor just took this in on, I think, a trade. It is for sale, I believe. You can contact Ducati Santa Barbara. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be up here, but I know they've had a couple of people interested, so if you're interested, definitely hit them up. Again, Ducati Santa Barbara, Instagram, or just give them a call down here. But I've never ridden a V4R, so if I get a chance, I'd definitely like to take this thing out. It is absolutely stunning. They put some aftermarket parts on here. These rear sets are some of the most grippy pegs I've ever felt in my life. A ridiculous amount of adjustment. Look at this thing, guys. Wow. Obviously the full titanium Akrapovic system that we've got on the Streetfighter. It's got the dry clutch right there. Probably sounds amazing. Maybe I'll start it up for you guys a little bit later. They're a little bit busy right now, so I'm trying to stay out of their way, but look at this thing, dude. Wow. Yeah, I was considering buying one of these, but when the V4 SP was announced, that was kind of like a perfect bike for me. But this is still just an absolutely stunning bike. Look at that thing. Damn. So again, if you're interested, guys, hit them up. Santa Barbara Ducati. Probably won't last long, so I would hit them up ASAP. Look at that front end, dude. Carbon winglets on it. Carbon front and rear huggers. It's got the Evotech radiator guards. Bar and mirror, everything's done to it. You don't have to do anything. Just buy it and ride it. Damn, it's beautiful. All right, so since we pulled the V4R off the lift here, I figure I'll start it up for you guys real quick, because they started it up for me and it just sounds so ridiculous, guys. It sounds totally different than the regular 1100cc motor. You'll see what I mean. So obviously you can hear the dry clutch. That sounds amazing. And then the motor is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like punchier. Listen to that. Oh my God. Just incredible. Like, I don't know what it is. All the, you know, the titanium connecting rods and everything. It just feels so light. It revs so fast. I cannot wait to ride this thing. What a gorgeous machine. Okay, we'll put the V2 up on the lifting. I'll show you guys what we're gonna be installing. All right, so on the docket for today, Brembo RCS brake and clutch masters, 16 for the clutch, 17 for the brake. We got reservoirs, Rizoma, wave in red, gonna look so good. Mounting brackets, and I think that's what we're gonna try to do today. And then we might need to do this as well. We're gonna replace the start and stop buttons with these Duca bike ones. It looks super cool. I guess it would go like that. And then this is a throttle spacer that Manny actually helped develop. instead of the actual little spacers, this whole sleeve gets replaced. So that's really cool too. I'm not sure if that'll be involved in all of this as well. But of course, guys, we got all this through Manny at Moto Million, except for the reservoirs we got here at Ducati Santa Barbara. So if you want any of this stuff, they're always linked in the description below. If you get it through Moto Million, you use my code Campisi, save yourself some money. And if you just hit up Ducati Santa Barbara, let them know I sent you, I'd appreciate that as well. So let's get to work. All right, so we got the bike up on the lift, put it in backwards, because we're gonna go reverse cowgirl on this bitch today. But Corey said one of the things he does when he's swapping this stuff out, put some protective tape up here, which is nice because brake fluid is highly corrosive. Yep. And then we're gonna put all kinds of cloth all over this thing so that if we do drip any brake fluid or anything like that, it doesn't get on our beautiful Italian paint or any other beautiful Italian parts. So that's what we're doing right here. Preparation, right? It's the #1 form for... I have bought that in the past. Okay, cut. Guys, we just had a very rare occurrence. Preston came over here, picked up the RCS 17, and what'd you say, Preston?
Oh, it's the best thing you've ever done in your life.
Wow.
Thank you for finally listening.
Have you ever seen one of these?
Yeah, on Moto Million.
No, I mean, okay, yeah.
The Ducati Deller and Tube.
Yeah.
This is gonna add so much smoothness and control to the throttle.
Exactly.
They also slightly changed the load camber of this thing, so it'll have better pickup on a low end, while still maintaining the smooth, natural progression.
I like it, dude.
Freaking awesome.
So you like the RCS 17, huh?
Dude, it's the best master cylinder Brembo has ever made.
Yeah, because you still have the
you get
bite.
all the power, but it gets so much more progression feel.
Yeah, exactly.
The 19 is just such a big piston that it really causes the front end to just slam
down. Yeah, I agree.
So when you put it in power mode and you still have all the stopping power you'll ever need, then you put it in field on the 18 or 20 mil side and you get all the fuel ever. So one finger brakes, you can brake all the way into the apex and never worry about over braking.
There you go, guys. Preston's parts specialist, living up to his name. All right, starting with fluid removal. Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah, it's when you take everything off, so you just don't get fluid flying everywhere. It's easier just to drain everything. If you...
Yep, I like it. Sucking out the fluid. It's gonna make life easier.
Less dirty. No corrosive.
I can think of a couple of things to use that for. All right, so he's basically just starting to disassemble the master here.
Banjo bolts coming off.
The bottom?
Yep.
Yep. And then you'll be able to pull the whole thing out of here?
Yeah, I'll pull the whole assembly. I'll put the banjo, or I'll put new crush washers on and throw it back in there real quick, and then we'll mock it up and tighten everything down.
All right, so this whole stock system is gonna come off right now, it looks like. Don't mind Heath over there banging on shit. You hear that in the background? He's building like crazy ass. What is he building? A car, a hot rod?
Yep.
Over there. Maybe I'll show you guys one of these days. If you're interested, drop a comment in the comment section below.
I left it kind of
disconnecting all the rest of the stuff.
Tight enough.
Yeah, is that the brake line and shit? Yeah.
Coming off.
All right, so there's the banjo bolt.
Stock back there.
These are the crush washers we were talking about. These are the old ones that have already been crushed. And then they give you 2 new ones that come with it. These are the ones we're gonna use for the next, when we put the new one on. One goes underneath and one goes over top. And then when they tighten down, they get crushed. And that's what keeps it from leaking. All right, so there you go. There's the old one right there. And then you can actually see how much bigger the levers are. And I don't know, is there any weight difference? Can you feel anything? Probably.
This has got this on it, but
yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm not gonna weigh them because we're not gonna have everything apart to do it, but there probably is a little bit of a weight savings, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, you can.
But you can just see how much nicer the new one looks. Look at that.
This has got a longer lever.
Yeah.
You can see the drive on the pistons, like straight on.
Yep, yep.
So you get a weird angle when you compare them to each other, but.
Very cool. Okay, sweet. Let's start putting the new one on.
Boom.
So John just mentioned set pin. You don't need that anymore for the new system, so he's just removing that, taking it out, right?
Yep.
Easy as that.
There's no recessed hole
area for it.
You don't have the recessed hole, so you remove it and just make sure to torque it properly so it doesn't move.
Yep, perfect. Saving more weight.
Yep.
Okay, so we realized actually when we put this on that you can see the brake lever doesn't work properly because it hits the starter housing. And actually Manny sent this over. I was gonna do this separately because I didn't want this video to be too long, but it looks like we're gonna have to do this now. So this right here is a Ducati bike switch that's gonna replace both of these. And then that's gonna allow this master and lever to work properly. And this is the new spacer kit that he's using. It's like a full,
It's
basically
machine Delrin.
yeah. So it's going to replace the entire inside of this throttle housing. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty freaking cool. All right, taking a little break. It's been a busy day here at the shop. Got some pizza for the boys, cheese and pepperoni and onion with some garlic knots as well. Oh yes. All right, so we got Corey helping us right now. John's working on some other stuff, disassembling some other parts of the bike. And so why are you taking all this stuff off? Is there a specific reason?
So we can reach this APS sensor.
Oh, because now we're going to be taking these off. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just trying to get access to something else under there?
Goes all the way into
Oh,
here.
I see.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
There it is.
Who remembers those things from Sesame Street? Remember those things? Yep. The people who made those things up are on such heavy drugs, and here's little kids watching it.
The letter of the bill is.
They taught me everything I know, boys. Grip coming off. Boom. Just like that. So this whole housing now is going to get replaced. See this play right here? I cannot stand this play. I know some people like it, whatever, for track riding or some sort of reason. I personally hate it. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be replacing this whole housing. Oh, it feels so good, guys. So that's why we're doing this. All right, so as it turns out, what, does this run too far under here? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna take the fairing off. This is a much bigger job than I suspected, so we might only do half of this in today's video. It's probably already getting pretty long, but hopefully you guys don't mind a little bit longer of a video. I'll try to be informative as I can and show you guys this whole process. So if you are gonna order RCS Brembo Master for your V2, make sure you do get the Duca bike throttle housing replacement, or else it's not going to work. So I mean, you could make it work, but I would prefer to do it how we're going to do it. It's going to clean things up a lot better, make this lever a little bit longer towards the bar here, and then obviously you're going to get the full pull, which is all very important. You'll see what I mean once we get there. All right, side fairing coming off. Removed it all in one piece like a smart man. All right, throttle housing coming off. You got access to the wire that we needed to get access to. Is that this one right here? Oh, that's this one, and that's why you were. Oh, okay, that's why you had to go dig it in there.
Yeah, it's all the way in the middle.
Ah, okay, cool. No, I was just telling the guys, man, this right here, wrenching on bikes. Preston's helping us out, hanging out with customers. Beautiful views of the mountains, sunset going down. It really doesn't get any better than this, guys. Panny V4R out here. It's just so freaking awesome, man. So thankful for what I get to do. So yeah, it's amazing. We're taking the bar ends out. They're gonna get replaced by the CRG bar end adapters for the mirrors. So we figured since we're doing all this stuff, we might as well just get to that a while. Listen to some AC/DC, enjoying life. All right, next thing we're doing is taking off the start and stop housing here. And that should just be 2 bolts underneath, right? Or 2 screws or whatever. And then he went and set all of this up, which is the new throttle housing. Look how nice that looks, guys. So you basically had to take the other one all the way apart and then reuse parts of it to put this thing together. But damn, that looks good. So look at, so this whole thing's gonna come off now. So the only 2 things on this side are gonna be those 2 things right there. Oh, it's gonna look so good. All right, so we got everything else off there that we didn't need. Look at that, guys. That's how clean it's gonna be. So you got your kill switch up here, your on off, and then you got your start button down here. So this obviously turns the electronics on, this starts it. That's so cool. And you got your high beam flash. Dude, that is pimp. Cool. And now everything obviously works properly on that end too.
Here, but I didn't like them.
Yeah, so we got this all sorted out. This isn't tightened down yet because we're gonna do the reservoir next, but look how cool this Rizoma, what is this called? Bracket?
Yeah, bracket, whatever you want to call it. But it brings down.
That is
the
so
reservoir
cool.
so low, it makes them.
Yeah, reservoir mount bracket.
Makes them low.
Yeah, so it brings it super low and it looks really clean and nice right there. So basically next thing we're gonna do is mount the reservoir and then we'll figure out the hose to get it over to the master, and then we can put this where it needs to be, and then we might stop there. We'll see how long it takes. They've been crazy busy today, so people have been coming in. You can see that it went dark out here, but yeah, that setup looks so nice, dude. Like, these buttons are freaking badass. I'm actually kind of obsessed with those. Yeah. All right, so we got some things set up here. Reservoir is where it needs to be. Looks freaking awesome. We were debating whether to do black or red, and then I just decided, you know what, let's add some more red accents, since that's kind of the whole purpose or whole point of it. So we went with the red. He's just trimming some of the hose right here because just a little bit too much hose. So hopefully this will fit down on there properly. Still have enough room. Oh gosh, get it on there. Yeah, we got plenty of space. All right, that's looking good, guys. This is gonna be such a clean setup. And then actually Preston said they had a extra carbon fiber piece for right here. So I think we're gonna replace the plastic piece with this carbon piece. It's not exactly the same finish as this. This is a little bit glossy. This is satin, but it's far enough away that it still looks really, really nice. So I think we're gonna add that to the build as well, which looks really, really clean. Look at how nice that looks right there. All right, we got everything where we want it here. Next thing we're gonna do is put these domino grips on. See how much of a pain in the ass this thing is. This might be a little bit thicker. And it's also like, got some sauce to it. All right, grips are on, looking very nice. They feel incredible as well. Next thing we're gonna do is fill it up here so we can bleed the brakes. He's using the good Mo Tool, what is it, 5.1?
Yep.
There it is. High-powered brake stuff will last a little bit longer. It looks very nice as well. All right, bleeding the system right now. Got air hooked up to it. Pulling it, tightening it. Pretty wild system they got going on here. Look at this. This is serious. He's got a headlamp on. That's when you know it's serious. So after they bled the brakes and everything, I was just squeezing this thing. So much better, guys. This is a one-finger brake now. And that was one of the biggest problems I had with this bike. Pretty much the only problem I had with it was the brake setup just felt way too spongy for me. And then after getting used to the Streetfighter with the upgraded RCS on that bad boy, I cannot wait to try this out. Obviously, it's not going to happen in this video because it's dark and cold now, but that's going to make a massive difference. So if you guys have a V2 and you don't like the way the front brakes feel, this is the setup you need. It's all going to be linked in the description below. All right, so just in case you guys thought I might be full of shit, Preston, how's it feel?
It's fucking hard on those assholes.
It's an ejector seat. That's what you said earlier.
It's scary.
Yeah, right?
Cuz.
Trevor, pull that thing once. Feel that. Remember how spongy it was before?
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's tight.
Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
I can't wait to try this out. And how nice and clean does that look?
You can
That
also
button pod just looks
Really good, right?
Yeah.
you can adjust the through play out of it too and make it tighter.
Yeah, which I don't think we're gonna need to
No,
do that.
you're
because
just fine.
That's already, this is such a light bike, you're not gonna need much, dude.
Yeah.
That looks really good. Okay, we'll start on the other side now. And oh yeah, look at the reservoir in there too. Beautiful. All right, so just repeating the process here, sucking out all the brake fluid, put all kinds of different cloths down here to make sure that we don't get it all over anything. And then we'll remove the stock master. All right, so we were gonna continue on this side, but unfortunately, guys, we're running out of time. They're doing a track day on Monday, and they gotta get this bike set up for that so that customers can ride it. And we thought we could do this quickly, but unfortunately, we have to take the whole side fairing off in order to get to the switches for this. So we're gonna have to do that in a whole separate video. So that's where we're gonna end today, which honestly, it was really about the brake system anyway. And like I said, this is probably the #1 mod I would recommend for your V2 if you have one and they feel squishy. This will take care of it, the RCS 17. You can get all of this from Manny at Moto Million. It'll be linked in the description below. The reservoirs I got from Santa Barbara Ducati. They look fantastic and I cannot wait to try it out. Hopefully next video I'll be able to take it for a rip for you guys. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget about Patreon if you wanna be entered to win this bad boy. This bike will be finished this month. And then we'll swap back over to the Streetfighter. That will be done in February and we'll choose a winner for both of them in March. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting to the end. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.